Welcome back, everybody. It's your girl Juju from Everybody Love Juju 12 Talks Hoops. I'm your host, Juju. What's going on? What's going on? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Woo! I told you I would try to come up here if I could, if it wasn't too late. For some of you all know a lot of my peeps is East Coast. Um, Thank you, Chicago. And you are the first to say so. Thank you so much. Uh, Congratulations on the win. Yes, congratulate the Trojans. The Trojans did, in fact, win that game like you predicted. And you promised me I was going to walk away with that. And I appreciate that. Yes, sweetheart. Yes. You called it. You called it. Gosh, you called it. Pharaoh actually, somebody called 9 points, 7 points. Oh my gosh, I'm still like in chills, dog. Like, you just have no idea. Jay, thank you for the seats. I had the blast sitting with JJ. Oh, yes. No, I came in, I had to stop and take a little side break, let my dog out, stuff like that. Derry, this is Jay. This is who you were talking about. Cool Water Swish RC. Yes, I got to see you girls up close. I got to see you, Jan Jensen. Let me read what you're saying. Second one here to say congrats to y'all tagged our Iowa loving ass. Props to Kara on a heater done. Jazzy with the tunes. Davidson, you better say that. Yes, it was a pleasure sitting with you, man. I'm courtside. I gotta be courtside, man. I gotta talk to them about switching my seats, my season tickets. I mean, I got good seats, but center court, I get it. And it's like more people around that react. The guy next to me was kind of like a little stone face. Shout out to Uni and Mac if you catch my show. It was a pleasure meeting you, recognizing me from the show. I love when people do that and they actually say it and you know, tell me how they love our show, guys, and they appreciate it, and you know they're gonna follow. And I just want them to come through and you know say hello whenever they can. They get a chance. I know people got other things to do. That's just us. We go crazy. We went crazy in there. Oh my gosh! Everything that we talked about on this show, CT Clay talked on the show. Others who care about the Trojans, you guys in the chat, everything that we wanted the girls to do. I got a shout out. I got a shout out to them. They were fantastic. They did. Lindsay did. Lindsay was show. Lindsay went off, y'all. She was running down the sideline. She was going off on them refs. They were not going to cheat us out of this one. I already said, Jew, that nobody on the Iowa team has the versatility before the game turns out. It turns out you were right. But here's the thing. What bothers me is like, these girls had it, you know, to even beat Michigan, Maryland, Minnesota, Oregon. Michigan State pretty tough. And I only say that because they kind of got that height on us a little bit and you know, more front court. But we had a scout and we stuck to our scout. We stuck to our plan. He's always there. True fan stays calm always. He always okay. We stuck to our scout. Lindsay did a great job on the scout. I even see some of a lot more development in our players. Their shots will fall. For instance, Mendez, keep shooting. I know your shot wasn't necessarily falling the way you wanted it to, but neither was a lot of their shots falling at some point. If you don't take it, how can you make it? How can you make that adjustment? You know, I left out Jazzy by mistake, Joe. I meant to type nobody on our team has the versatility that Jazzy had. No. And that's what it's all about matchups. It's all about how you match up. You know what I'm saying? How teams match up. And last year, the way that we matched up with our athleticism and our length and our size, those things are to our advantage. I think London playing the point, she was running the sets, she was doing what she needed to do. But the thing about it is Jazzy, people's like, why does your coach make Jazzy try to be just not that Jazzy was trying to be Juju. Like that's in our system. that two guard has the same freedom to do that. But she's a complementary. She's a complementary to Kara. Kara is new to our system. She's new to our program. She's new to the Big Ten. Like she said, it's kind of like, oh, I didn't really know that this is what, I think people come from a system where they don't really know that. Hey, like if you can score, if you can go off, if you can do X, Y, and Z, show Lindsay that you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can score the way that Kara Dunn is scoring right now, go ahead and do it. No one's gonna like, why did you take that shot after you made it? Or why did you post up? Or why did you drive? These things are all there for you, Kara. You're the one who, in my eyes right now, you're making yourself a lottery pick. Nobody is a small, big guard like her, if that makes sense. Like she can go into the post, she can come out of the post, she can do the mid-range, she can shoot the three, she can rebound, she can guard guards. And guess what she did? How do you like what she did to Hannah Stokey tonight? RC, I want to hear from you. What did you think about Kara Dunn? I gotta watch the game again. First of all, Iowa's not beating the Trojans. When the Trojans play Trojan basketball, that's what I expect tonight, and that's what happened. This one gets the Trojans back on track, and that's what we were trying to talk. Thank you, Chicago. That's what we were trying to say. We needed to get back on track, and whoever thought that we was going to roll over and wait till next year, you're sadly mistaken. We're going to take this train as far as we can. And I haven't been really impressed with any other teams except for the top 4 teams. I don't even, literally when I'm looking at teams after LSU, top 5 teams, after LSU, I'm not impressed with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm not impressed. But, what can I say? They have to play with confidence, play up to their abilities, and show it, or nobody can get out there and do it for them. Let's go, Kyrie, let's go. And it's so crazy because the LA crowd, like they had a section all behind Iowa's bench. They was going crazy. They got loud. A couple of Iowa people ended up on this side. I told the Iowa man that dressed in that little outfit, RC, what are you doing on this side? He's like, well, I don't know. He's a little drunk and stuff. I was like, wow, you bold to be over here, but cool. Welcome, and stuff like that. Raphael Sadiq was there from Tony. That's one, one celebrity that, Jazzy's parent, mom, was here tonight. I don't know if this is her first time her mom was here, but her mom came and she played fantastic having her mom there. Her mom was like, I know she was pleased with it. You know what I'm saying? She came out, Jew's parents. Oh my God, it was so freaking like, you guys have no, it was like, you let the air out, y'all. I'm still reeling over it. You saw it. You saw the game. Also, I seen before I left home, I kind of left a little bit late. I had to walk in. I didn't even get to see him warm up like normal. So I walked in and it was already like 5-2 or something like that. We're gonna start when before Sunday, we're all gonna start, and I think we did it, we usually do it, but we're gonna start keeping track of predictions, because I had this prediction, and I've been watching Mississippi State from afar, and I had this prediction with them, like, they can beat Tennessee. They're gonna beat somebody. They were like us. They were like on this verge, on this bubble to me, like. And I got to learn who that player is that I had heard about. And I was like, they're going to put it together. They're going to figure it out, and they're going to beat somebody. And they're going to beat somebody that's meaningful, just like Georgia did. That's what's going on in the SEC. Y'all got some stuff going on over there that is scary. Because when you got teams that, aren't supposed to be winning, supposedly, it makes for a very interesting cup of tea, and I love it. Tonight I heard Cal beat Notre Dame. Now listen, I feel like just talking shit right now. I really do. I want to talk so much shit because all the stuff that's been talked about with us, with our coach, comparing my juju to certain players, and I'm like, if you switch your favorite player to our team and vice versa, and my favorite player or our best player to your team, let's see if some of these losses that you're experiencing, let's see what you would do, or that losses that they're experiencing, what would Juju do if she was on Notre Dame, for instance? Like, you lost to Cal. I personally like Cal. I know how scrappy Cal can be, but whatever went on, I need to see it because I don't know what it was. But I went up to the Invisalign Classic in the Bay Area at the Chase Center, and I watched Cal play us, watch Stanford play Oregon, and I love Puff, Kennedy's old teammate, Sakima Walker. I can see lots of potential of Charmin. I've been watching Charmin since she played at Stanford. That's how long I know of her as a coach and as a player. So I've been wanting for her to I want her to be successful. I want her to be as successful as Lindsey Gottlieb was there. Yes, Lindsey Gottlieb coached 8 years at Cal Berkeley and took him to the Final Four. So I want to see my Berkeley team, because in the Bay Area, we love basketball. My hometown, we love basketball in the Bay Area. Like, we've had pro teams in the ABL and in the WNBA before I got out of high school. The Pioneers, San Francisco Pioneers, we don't play about basketball in the Bay. Stanford has been, you already know it's Tar. If you don't know what Tar Vanderveer has done, then you don't know hoops. Tar Vanderveer was we love hoops up there. So I now we got the Valkyries, so that's nothing new. And Valkyries show up like, what did Courtney say? Courtney Williams said, damn, like she couldn't believe how the turnout of fans that come up there. I mean, they buy merch, they wear the gear. They don't play up there. It's a pleasure to play up hoops up women's basketball in the Bay Area. They don't play. I'm one of the biggest Addie Deal fans out here, but for a freshman's first start to give 0, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Was this her first start? 4 turnovers and 3 fouls. It won't get it done. I believe in her. Hey, she's coming off of an injury, right? She's coming off of all the other freshmen have had a chance to play for a while, right? That wasn't a game you want to throw her in like that, bro. I don't even know how to explain it. She's probably known who Jazzy was and has heard of Kennedy from the past. I mean, you walk into our building and we didn't even have, the crowd of stars and celebrities or, WNBA coaches or players, football players and so on and so forth. We didn't even really have it going on like that. But the people that were there, oh yeah, it can be intimidating. You can build a little, and then you walk in and you get to see the greatest basketball player in college right now, Juju Watkins, sitting on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Cheryl Miller, the greatest of all time, sitting right in front of you. Like, it's crazy. It's like, it could be, you come from a small home environment, whatever. It could be kind of like, a little shaky for you. Now, she's been cooking from the bench, but she's also from California. Addie Deal, yeah. The lights might have been burning too bright. Yeah, that might have been, because I did try to watch for her, and every time that they would score from the outside, you didn't tell me about whoever that was whose name starts with an S. You didn't tell me about her, bro. Like, I was kind of shocked. You didn't even mention her. She was trying to light us up. She reminded me of Gabby Marshall. Let me find out who that girl is. I said, wait till I see RC. And Jay was talking about you too. Jay was like, we need to talk to RC. Hold on, let me get to this box score because I need to find out who this is. Stokey Deal. Hate it. Oh my gosh. What's that big girl name? Oh, maybe her number was 5. Somebody can't shoot. Ava can't shoot. Was it Ava? She got a funny looking shot. What's the girl starts with an S? Strimlow. Shrimlow can pop, man. She was 4 for 9, 3 for 8 from the three. At least she was trying to get him up. Houston, I wonder if that's that black girl. Houston, 7 for 12. Now Aiden was 6 for 11. She was number 5. Addie only took 2 shots. She played 17 minutes, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 foul, 3 turnovers. She got a little nervous. Stokey was racking up the fouls, but dang, you didn't even let her get to 4 fouls. She was 3 for 7 or 10 points. Man, they shot 40%, 33% from the three. They had 43 rebounds, 21 assists, 13 turnovers. Let's see what the Trojans had. 46% from field goal, 37% from three, 32 rebounds, 23 assists. You know what, y'all? Do you know that we had only 5 turnovers? We had 5 turnovers. Somebody got in some big trouble. They've been getting their ass chewed out about turnovers, right? Because turnovers and giving them opportunities to get to the free throw line has been kicking our butt. So we had 15 personal fouls to their 14. They was trying to keep it even, but the way they were doing it was cheating. They were trying to, that male ref, I'm going to say it out loud, he was trying to keep Iowa in the game. Shoot, Kyrie, y'all was with the smoke from the jump, ended the first quarter. From the jump. We ended the first quarter with 28-13. You know, I'm going to tell you this, RC. I'm going to tell you this, fam. You know when I knew, you call her Streamy Hardaway. You know when I knew the Trojans had it in them and they need to stop messing around was when we think we went on a 31-3 run against Michigan. That's when I was like, oh, these children know what to do. God damn it, they know what to do. But they can't be lollygagging. They can't be like, trying to be cute with it and cool with it. It's like you can be smooth, you can be cool, but you got to play hard. You got to attack. You got to like grab a rebound, like get off me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? I didn't say throw no elbows. I didn't say any of that. Like with some aggression. Yeah. 5 turnovers. The Trojans had 5 turnovers and a super effective night shooting from the 3-point line. Come on with it. 37%. 10 for 27. 3 for 8 for Davidson, 3 for 7. Kennedy was 0 for 2, 3 for 5 for Jones. I think that, their shots were so key. Jones, London, and Dunn, and not Kennedy, Dazzy's, and even Mendez got one. Like their threes were like timely, right in the right pocket, right at the right time. If you know what I mean. Yeah, we were feisty. I wonder what it looked like from the TV standpoint. I just know what it looked like from me and Jay's seat, but I got to see it from the television standpoint. Y'all almost came back on us twice. We needed to be on point with our shooting. Yeah, and our shooting and our decision making, right, Kyrie? And like, because we was coaching from the stands. It's like, slow it down. Go wide. Do this, do that. It was like, no, we wasn't like, we didn't have time, to wait on Lindsay to say stuff. Like, if you was anywhere in our vicinity, was telling like, hey, slow that down, chill, like, calm down, stop rushing in the clock, or rushing, taking a shot too early in the clock and stuff like that. I feel bad for Iowa because you got to go cross town and you got to play the Bruins, and you got to move on from what happened against the Trojans. Maybe the Bruins, you match up better with them. I don't know, but they're going to kick your ass too. It's not going to be a pleasant weekend because both of us was feeling the same way. We had to get that bad tasted out of our mouth. I heard it all year long. I was sick of you, not you, RC. I was sick of Iowa fans thinking that they pulled our chain. I was like, oh my God. If it was like the Pac-12 where we used to get to play people twice, I was like, oh my God, you better hope and pray we don't play you twice in a year. Because the next time I knew Juju and Rhea was waiting, you know, after school for you. And so this new group was the only really person that knew, you know, how that felt was Ken-Dawg, that as a starter. Nobody else was there. And I was like, we're gonna have to instill in them like how that was embarrassing how we played. So, and how people threw that in our face over and over, and I got sick of it. Jazzy adjusted game never ceases to amaze me. This was one of Jazzy's best games offense. And you know why? Because Kara became the first option. Yes, we won. Absolutely, we won. Are you kidding me? It does seem like every team this year is going to get humbled. I don't know. Get humbled except for I don't know where UConn's humility is going to come. It must going to have to come in the oh, you got to see it, Kayla. Oh, you got to see it. Everything that negative you have to say about things that they need to work on or clean up or whatever, they did it. They did it. Oh, what you go to? Did you go to, let me turn this off for a second. I got to do something. I heard about the Cal game. I was like, I'm so proud of Cal. I got to see this one. Kayla, I was just telling them how we are in the Bay. How the Bay get down and how we support women's basketball. It's always been like that. I love being Alberia high school player. I loved it. I played in a tournament, McClymonds tournament. I had just my ankle, but I left it. I had 27 the first game, 36 the next game, and 33 in the third game all weekend, right? It was Friday, Saturday. What did I must have played? Friday, Thursday? I might have played Thursday, Friday, Saturday is probably what happened. It's probably not Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the McClymonds tournament. Girl, they had to escort us in with police in McClymonds. McClymonds is like, is in the hood of Oakland, right? And they lined the walls coming to see you, bro. Like, it was crazy. But they was rooting for me across the Bay, and I come from across the Bay. But so that summer, I was hanging out with my friend who was a freshman, who got a scholarship to UCLA as a freshman, and I was going to Northrop. My scholarships for both track and basketball. So I'm walking through Oakland to go to the burger stand. I get stopped. And they recognize me from the tournament. Hey, that's you. You're the one that Then I go to a summer league game. Hey, I got people coming to me. They saw the game. They was like, you was doing this and you was doing that. I was like, damn, I'm a goddamn celebrity across the Bay. You know, that's how much they love hoops. So yeah, Cal's, actually played. I went to the gym in July. I had just signed a letter of intent for North. I hadn't gotten any, I had offers, but they were like if they give me an offer for basketball, they didn't have a track team. I'm sorry, this is all early 80s. Or track, and they didn't have a basketball team. It was like, so it was like that. So I hadn't signed anywhere. So I'm going into Berkeley just thinking, my friend set that up because she knew the coach, Gooch. And I was just playing hoops like I do at San Francisco State. And she walked up to me and she said, I have one scholarship left. And I've seen enough. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, I'm running for you a scholarship to Berkeley. I want tears just rolled down. I said, well, I told her what I did. And she was like, oh, sweetheart, you signed a letter of intent. If you hadn't done that, then. So that's my story. I'm always $1 short and $1 late. So, that's all because nowadays, if you hear Cheryl tell the story, when you get offers and stuff, we had to fly ourselves out to places. You don't get flown out like you do now, and then you don't really have social media. You don't have Max Preps magazine. You had a parade or parade All-American, man. You have to be like All-American or something like that to be like known across the country or something like that. You know, like Cheryl was our big thing in Cali. But anyway, tonight solidified what I already have had started to come to the conclusion with Kara is, you know, I think Kara is a lottery pick. And we're going to continue to watch. I don't know how much more she has to prove. She's probably like 7, 8 games, over 20 points. 80 last time Hunter Cruz said, I think 86% shooting. Like nobody is versatile like this, like for her size, like she is. And I remember somebody making a smart ass comment because she was the first Trojan out of the portal. I mean, first portal to transfer to us that we knew of that was coming. And Kara, she's nothing. She ain't doing that. But I remember Kara in Chit Chat. And I told Antonio Murray, I knew them at Georgia Tech. And I always kept watching Georgia Tech. And, you know, Kara was doing the doggone thing. And but then I wasn't really seeing it yet translate. But I seen her talent, but she just seemed kind of soft. I didn't even know. I thought maybe she was injured. Then I learned more about her mom being a coach and her, you know, a player, and her dad being athletic. And she's like a player's coach, like a PK, you know, PC. So I was like, she's got it in her genes, the IQ, the ball. You know, she's a ball player. And I was like, you know, where does Kara fit at in the dub? But you know what? I remember she was on live, and I said something to her when she was sitting with him, and I said, "So do you want to go pro?" She said, "Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm coming to USC." So she, you know, quite contrary to what you all want to say about Coach Gottlieb, she is well known for developing guards and forwards. Okay, so she has a history of that. So she said it in their last interview that they have on Instagram with her. She was like, I wanted to come here to be put in an uncomfortable situation for me. Meaning, like, some people think that's a negative thing. That's what Kiki was trying to say. But Kiki's didn't start to unfold the way Kara's is. Hers didn't unfold until later. Some of the things that Kiki was allowed to do, she wasn't allowed to do at Stanford. I don't care what you say. And she understands now what Coach G was trying to do. Kiki came from Harvard Westlake. She didn't come from the hood. She didn't come from where DUNN came with Centennial, Riverside. She didn't come from Etiwanda. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, please. Locke High School or nothing like that. Riverside Poly, nah, man. So, you know, I'm saying it like she that toughness, you know, that toughness she's acquired now is it came as a result of playing under the pressure of playing with a superstar and understanding that, like, there's pressure that comes with that because we're expecting you to hold it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be, you know, that complimentary to Judy. You work the inside, you work the outside. You know what I'm saying? And so now they're starting to figure out, Jazzy, this is what you do. DUNN-DEEZY, this is what you do. Kara, this is what you do. Kennedy, this is what you do. Everybody's like, oh, so Mendez is like, I'm trying to get into this. Laura's like, let me get some of that. Viv is like, let me get some of that. Malia, when you come in, this is what you do. Everybody has a role, and you got to figure out your role. What's your specialty, and you got to put it on and execute. Do what the coach is asking you to do. She scouted and she prepared you. Be where you're supposed to be. The Bruins look like they're 1-on-1 the table. Yeah, the Big Ten. Yeah, I'm not sure that I don't think they can hang with them. I'm not. I just got home from my games. Yeah, okay, let's talk about that one. I'm ready to point this out. I'm working high school this year. Oh, high school hoops. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Kayla, you're an official. I apologize. That's right. I forgot about that. You really be doing that. You back in action. That's what's up. Kara wants in on the young WNBA. She's like, move over, hold up. You know, let's talk about this. I want my name up in this conversation. I want my name up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Jude, Chit Chat can't do nothing against big guards like Karen. See, that's my thing, RC. You know how I feel about Chit Chat, Jelani, guards like Hannah, guards that that are under 5'8". I love them, but it's very difficult when you got someone 6'2" in front of you that can slide and keep up with you. Like Kara Kennedy and that other girl, tall girl y'all have, Mendez. We put her on there too. She came from Washington State. She's a baby too. She's just a sophomore. What Kara been doing as the first option is looking real good on Coach G's resume. You ain't lying. Kara better get drafted. She'll get drafted. So now you see why I say Iowa's a top 20 team, but we're not a top 10 in the country. The people who pick the polls, they want us to be juggernauts so bad. They do. And the refs was trying to help you too. Kyrie, Kara Dunn at Jew. Her hunger is opening and hunting heads every night. Kara's having a Lucy Jordan, Luciosa time here. Yeah. I gave her a hug, y'all. Y'all gotta go. I posted. I told her, come here, and I told her, I said, you got 25 and 12. She said, 12 what? I said, 12 boards. She's like, I got 12 boards? She didn't even know. I said, and she just looked like, she was to keep going and say, she was like, I said, Kara, you got 12 boards, 25 points and 12 boards and 5 assists. She was like, God, like, in her face just lit up, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, Kara, you were unconscious, girl. She was like, I love Coach Gottlieb. She got a pure, genuine good soul. She does. And I can just tell, I feel the vibes from her. She's a good human and a caring, but quietly tough coach. Oh, yeah. She doesn't show, she won't embarrass her team. She's not gonna go out. Only time I seen her really kind of like go off on them was like when we was at UCLA a couple weeks ago after Kennedy. I never seen Kennedy lose it like that. I could hear it from the floor, and Coach Gottlieb took him off. Well, she didn't even let them sit down. She was on the floor. She was like, I just seen her like, I was like, they must be at commercial or something, because I never seen her talk like that. Like, they needed to like, and because Kenny was like, you're not executing the play. Like, this woman is a basketball mind. She worked in the NBA, okay, scouting, developing like men. Like, she understands the game. She studies film. She's intelligent, and when she gives you a scouting report, follow it. Don't start going rogue and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying that if you're wide open, not to take a shot or something like that, because you can see we're trying to get like Kara and Laura and them to kind of like, you're wide open, they sag off you, take the shot. I've told Malia that too, take the shot. Like, you're open, you got to keep them honest, and trust your team to get boards or whatever the case may be, right? Kara used to do that. She used to like, I used to be like, when I saw her range, started to see her range, I said, I bet she probably think that we'd have a problem with her taking that shot out there. Nobody care. If you can make it, shoot it. Take it. Like, what are you doing? Like, and you can shoot it. And you can make that. We finally have some hierarchy on the team, right? I get why it took this long. I'm not tripping. That system of read and react, and I guess flow offense, I hear, it can be kind of difficult if you're used to running a Princeton offense, or you're used to like goes in, it goes out, this, that, motion, everybody knows motion, dribble handoff, stuff like that. Like, you're not used to the style that we operate in. And so, and you got to have a lot of confidence to run this type of offense. You got to have confidence in your skills, confidence in trusting your teammates a lot, you know. So it takes a minute, and they're young. They're young. Jackie must have seen me say Aaliyah Chavez, the best guard in the country. She said, bet I'm about to turn the back up for you. I thought about that too. I meant to say Jackie must have heard. Yeah. Jew, at least Oklahoma won tonight versus Texas A&M. At least one of my teams walked away with a win. For sure, they better not have slipped up. I would be very mad if you came back and said, I know Jazzy, I know that Joni Taylor needed that win. And sometimes, you know, things can happen, but nah, I don't think so. Jazzy was lethal with her mid-range. I love that. That's the part tonight, Kyrie, that reminded us of Juju. She is like, that area where she was scoring from, it's been there like the whole time. Like, I needed somebody to attack it. I think K3NDAWG had been trying to, but she didn't really have that spring, you know, that she needed. And Jazz was like, pop, pop, you know, pop, pop. She does this little thing. And she had a little bounce to her. And I was like, she was attacking it. And you could tell Ju's coaching her, telling her where the spots are, telling her like how to get people off you. And she's been like, hey, you know, you had the ball here and you jab at them. You can see when she's talking to her, the things that she's trying when she comes out. And certain things look like, Jew style. And that's how I used to play. Like if I seen something work for someone else, I would try to see if I could do it. Or I'd seen some of the best players do X, Y, and Z, then I would try that. And that's what you do. You learn from one another. Washington is back ranked. How they lost to freaking Purdue. What do you mean, Washington? They were ranked 25. They beat but what they did was they did that double overtime against Maryland, which is what I was trying to do, was to, you know, beat Maryland. But this is better. Number 8 is better. Never mind. You know, Maryland's not as high as, I believe, as Iowa. So that was a better one. And then we barely lost to Michigan. So all of those things will be taken in consideration. You know, I just need to get out of the 10th, seed. Even if we were the 10th seed, like maybe that would give us a chance to get to the second round. You feel me? So and not losing, to the first game, because if the higher we are, we're going to play one of the top teams, and that could knock us like right out of the first round. So I'm trying to get to Sweet 16 or something. My whole honest take on USC was I always had this like Elite 8. That's what I felt like I told you was our ceiling. I always thought that when I saw them. And I said, yeah, it's something miraculous, like they really wake up and they have something that, LSU or Texas doesn't have, or we sneak, it's really tough that, not having the front court. So, but I really feel like the talent of Kara, the talent of Zazie, the talent of Kennedy, the talent of London, with a little sprinkle of help from the front court, I was like, I really felt, we could do something that can put us in the top 8 in the country. That's where I really felt we belong. I don't know. I just really felt like we were that good. I was watching the game like, okay, Jazzy, go off. We got nothing for you. Sometimes you just know it's not your night. They was fighting, but I was looking at them, and then we started playing tricks with them, like we sagging off. What you guys gonna do? We was telling y'all to shoot. We were sagging in the paint. Do you think Juju 12 said, handle my light work out there, and y'all did that too? Yeah. It was chaotic because you had one player who was being treated like Juju 2.01, expected to be the leader, second option, and our most efficient player didn't look for her shot enough. Exactly. Remember when we were like that, Kyrie? I know exactly what you're talking. Remember, it's like, what are we doing? Like, and I remember Karen was like, oh, if I knew that I could. I don't know why she put it. I wish I could have quoted her. Did you wanted me to shoot more? I'm like, yes, do more. And London playing hero ball, yeah. That was all Coach G fixing that up. She had to clean that up. But sitting down and really having time to look at film was really important, I think. And really, honestly, without hurting anybody's feelings, they needed to point these things out. They needed to see, like, oh, that wasn't too smart, or that wasn't like like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this was supposed to happen here. Like, you really have to break it down. Even just I can see like get in position and how to pump fake, head fake, go up, or cut. If you see London or Malia going and you about to see them get collapsed, somebody cut. So Washington beating good teams. Washington beating good teams. They was in their fight. Savia Sellers had 38, but I'd rather have a more balanced scoring like tonight. Like, I like the way that it's not just one player on our team carrying the load. So tonight we had 21 from Dazzy, 12 from Kennedy. Kennedy has to be 10 to 17 for me. 25 from Kara, but London had the 17. So if it's 12 for DZ, then it's got to be 17 for Kennedy. Whatever the matchup gives. You know what I'm saying? You can't really predict. It's like whoever, whatever the matchup is giving. And none of them shot more than 20 shots. That's the crazy part. I just love this. They did fantastic. Kyrie and like Avery, though, even though I know we're not gonna bring Avery name up too heavy. No, like Avery Howe, like she would only take 13 shots and she would be like 50%. And I used to be like, Avery, are you trying to be efficient? Because you got to step your volume up. Like, I could see you're thinking about taking a shot. And then when you do take it, sometimes you're taking it when we didn't want you to take it. Like, take the damn shot. You're a good shooter. I ain't gonna lie. That's what probably made me kind of like, she moved on. I don't care. It's no love lost. I'm not gonna follow you. I don't really like you left us. So, I never I had criticism for you just as much as I have for Jew or anybody else out there. But it was all love. It was never like you suck or nothing like that. When Hannah Stokey struggles, we struggle. To answer your question, Jew, about Hannah's bad night. Yeah, all facts, Jew. This win is a prime example of rank being an illusion until tournament. Yes, exactly. Like I told you, Kyrie. It's all good. RC, I've healed from Avery leaving now. Yeah. Get over it. Like, shit. Because the thing that I needed with her is what she's kind of been working on is like some of her driving was out of control. And I just felt like she would just stumble into people, and try to get the call. Sometimes she would finish. I love one thing about Avery House. She is tough. She tough. She tough. She getting bored. Now she tough. I love that about her. Like, she take a hit, got knocked out, like laid out, and just she get up and she just like, bounce back to the bench or whatever it is. Like, I love her aggressiveness. I love her alpha dog mentality. She fit with us well. I totally get why she was recruited. I just wish she would have hung around because I don't know. I think Tavia is a junior, so I wasn't sure. I was like, why did you go? Okay, it could be personal reason. I understand it's an hour on a flight from home and your family can see you. Makes totally sense. Get it. I got over Janiyah leaving us at UCLA too. And he left. I don't know. Janiyah was kind of awkward there, but she played pretty good against us. That's what I liked about her at USC. I loved her tonight. I love Avery's tenacity too. USC got that dub. Thank you, Real Money. Yes. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. Welcome. Thank you. Man, we needed that. Oh my God. And Janiyah came back today on Tennessee. I heard while I was driving, and I was like, but she just got a weird, awkward game. I can't explain it. Like all that ability and talent, but as soon as she start dribbling, all shit goes to hell. She needs a coach. She needs a dribbling coach. Cause that is just that should look like high school. Kiki writes about to see barbecue rib tips when she see chit chat on her. Jew and Kyrie. I think Kiki gonna be fine with chit chat. I'm telling you, Kiki found herself. I love chit chat though. I love that, and the way she pulled from there, she's just a baby. She's gonna be so good. I want her game to really step up big time. Yeah, we got that dub first one. We got that dub. Oh Lord, she about to get ate up, chit chat. She about to get. You think Kiki gonna eat her up, or chit chat gonna eat up Kiki? Because Jelani was like, I don't know what she was out there. She was out there having breakfast, lunch, and dinner on y'all. It's hard to guard somebody when you 5'4", I know. But then again, it could be like a nuisance because London used to really try to like give Jew the blues. Like she would make Jew have to pass off and stuff. Especially when Jew was tired. It was like you got that when you 6'2" and you got this little mouse underneath you, it's like kind of hard. Kiki gonna deep fry chit chat. Yeah, that's what I think too. That's what I think too. Good dub. That's right. That's right. I told you I was gonna come up, holla at y'all. I want to see what y'all got to say. Probably got to come back the better time. Not so late. I want to go check out the game from a television standpoint. That's not so late and just kind of like let you guys see my reaction. Shout out to Jay. Jay got to go to work tomorrow. I had a ball sitting next to Jay. I love them seats. I'll go back to mine and yeah. We back at it on Sunday. Maybe we'll talk about some of the other games that I missed tonight. Y'all can tell me what did I miss, what's going on. And yeah, I'm about to like grab me something to eat real quick, snack on and watch this watch the replay as much as I can before I fall asleep. But thank y'all for joining me. Thank you. Hit that like button, won't you? And I love the people that supported us in my channel who gave me hope against Iowa and told me that we were going to win and told me the score. You guys were right on point with it. Yeah, I got up. I had to get here, hurry up and get on after I got home. Because I'll go all the way to Sunday, but I wanted y'all to see my excitement. And scroll through, catch some of my pictures. Subscribe to me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Threads. Same night. But everybody, y'all have a good night, all right? Thank you so much for pulling up. Hit that subscribe. If you want to donate to Cash App, Juju on the beat, $100, $2, $3, $4, whatever you got. You're welcome to do that. Hit that like because it helps me get in the algorithm and helps me get new people. Tell a friend, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.